Okay, so the GI Bill enabled millions of American men to to become educated for the first time. And it created an entire, what we now call white collar middle class society, was largely created on the back of the GI Bill. Large numbers of men going to college for the first time. Large numbers of men being able to move out of inner cities and buy homes in what we now call suburbs. Now that's associated with the fact that the highway system was expanding all over the United States. It allowed large numbers of previously middle class men to start businesses, start their own companies, and generate large revenue. It allowed for just the growth of entire manufacturing sectors. Because guess what we now need? We now need ovens, televisions, right? Refrigerators, all those things that make middle class life what it is, we're now suddenly in high demand. Because all these men are able, because they're now entering the white collar workforce after college, to afford those things. The auto industry was one of the biggest, right, winners after the GI Bill. And the thing is, we would not have known that. It took years and years and years, decades, for us to actually see what the outcome of the GI Bill was going to be. Yeah, Cole?
Oh, no, I was just kind of thinking, kind of like came with the rise and fall almost, or specifically the rise of, what was it, like unions?
Oh.
As the, kind of, you talking about the car manufacturing.
Oh,
which
yeah.
kind of reminded me of that, is as that got bigger, so did the unions.
No question. So, right, so on the flip side, increases in unionization because now we need more cars. So when these plants are hiring more people, hiring more workers, workers can demand a better workday, they can demand better working conditions, they can demand salaries, they can demand pensions. Because it's at that stage where the market demand is so great for automobiles. So Ford couldn't afford to shut down production, right? So they essentially had no choice but to negotiate with the unions. And they were making so much money, it didn't matter. They could give the workers what the hell they wanted, and they were making so much money because this whole emerging American middle class was developing as a result of the GI Bill. And I would suggest that that's what's going to happen with the Affordable Care Act. Don't get me wrong. I'm more than prepared for the Affordable Care Act to be an utter disaster. It may be, right? It may very well be. But the point empirically, from a policy, public health standpoint, is that we don't know yet. It's just too soon. It's too soon. We're seeing little pieces here and there. We're seeing, like, on both, some good and some bad. But the long-term effects of that major public policy is going to take some time to come together. Okay, let's leave it there. We will pick up on some other issues next time and keep trudging through the book. Thanks, Kelsey.